Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kate, and on this channel we talk all things clean beauty. Today we are diving into the brand Elate Cosmetics. So I have a bare face. I have ordered quite a few products. I don't necessarily have a full face, so I'll definitely be doing some kind of jumping around as I finish my makeup off camera because I don't have certain products. But I do have an unboxing that I did for these products as well, so I am gonna add that in probably now, and then I will jump into my actual makeup look after. So I just finished recording this Valentine's makeup look for you guys, and I had mentioned in that video that I was waiting for a package. So literally like a few minutes after I finished filming, my package arrived and I'm really excited. I'm gonna unbox it with you guys. So I'm sure you've already seen by the title of the video, but I decided to do an order from Elate Cosmetics. And so I haven't opened anything yet. I'm gonna look at everything with you guys on camera. But Elate Cosmetics is a Canadian brand and I am so excited to give them a go. Now they are like clean, very natural products. So I'm curious to see how the performance will do. But I'm going to be doing like a full face with this as well. I just wanted to pop in a little unboxing at the beginning of the video. So I'm gonna tell you more about Elate. I wanna do a little bit more snooping and researching, and then I will let you know a bit more about the company as well. But so this order planted one tree, which I think is so cute. They really do give back. And they're a very sustainable brand. So I'm gonna open this. So there's a little card in here. Oh, it just shows their return policy, and and there's like a little note on there too, which is super cute. Okay, so right off the bat, all of their packaging is really eco-friendly, like recyclable. So that's a good start. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, so these are the eyeshadows that I ordered. Now, I didn't get really like a dark shade. I'll open them up here in a second. But I got some lighter shades and then some mid-tone shades because that's really what I wear on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, I'm excited to open those. One thing that I wanted to note, I read about this, it's so cute. So these little packages are paper, and because they're really sustainable, you can plant this package in your garden or in a pot and it will grow some wild flowers. There's little seeds in here. That is the cutest thing I've ever seen. Like, I love that idea. It's just so different and cool. So I will definitely be doing that. And then there's like no extra packaging. It's just this. And here is my little eyeshadow. Now I can see here I have a palette. I ordered one of their palettes. So I'm gonna pop the eyeshadows in here. So this is the palette. One of the things that really caught my eye with Elate is that they use bamboo for all of their sustainable packaging. And I'd kind of mentioned a little bit in my last video when I was talking about bamboo. Sorry, not my last one because that was the Valentine's one that I'll be posting, but my one before that where I was talking about the people Yerba Mate microdermabrasion product. They have bamboo in there, but this packaging is all made from bamboo, so super sustainable, and that is so exciting. Okay, so I'm gonna pop this little one in here. Okay, so that's what the little eyeshadow palette looks like so far. I definitely like, based on these pigments, like I feel like they're pretty pigmented. Once I get them on the eyes, I'll know more about whether I like them, whether they're patchy or too powdery or anything like that. But yeah, I definitely think if I like them, I will be filling up this little palette. So that's exciting. Okay, so they have cream blushes and powder brush. I have a hair in my mouth. Oh. Okay. Oh, that's powder. Okay, never mind. I thought they were gonna give me a cream because I ordered a powder blush, so this is just a different shade. Okay, that's good because I do tend to prefer powder. I just made myself a coffee because I felt like I needed like a little pick-me-up. Okay, so next up we have the Refresh Fresh Tint foundation. This looks light. This looks lighter than I thought it was gonna be. Oh no. Oh, we're gonna have another Alea situation on our hands. Okay. So this is glass, this is bamboo, and this is plastic. I can't get that. Oh, there we go. We're good. Okay. It just like squirted out water on my hands. I feel like it was literally like water. There was no color in it. I'm just gonna shake it because when you have a really natural product, they do separate. So initially, oh my gosh. This is like the most real video. Can you see that? That's just like water dripping off my hand from this fresh tint. Maybe it's like kind of frozen. Like maybe the pigment, like it was sitting. Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna have to let this one, maybe we have to let it defrost because it was in my community mailbox and it's cold out. So this one's like solid kind of in here. I don't want to waste any more of the watery fluid that's in there right now because hopefully that'll pick up. Anyways, we'll try this when I do the trial on my face. Actually, the color looks so close to the Elea. The Elea actually looks a tad darker, so we'll see. I also picked up a powder. So this is the Unify Glow Powder in the shade Light. I really love that like none of their products have extra packaging. They did wrap everything in paper, but it's all recyclable or even reusable. Sometimes I keep tissue paper for wrapping gifts and stuff, so. I thought this was gonna be really hard to get off because I did watch a couple videos on Elate and people were like struggling, but this came off fairly easily there. So this doesn't have a sifter lock on it, so it could potentially get messy. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. This color looks really good for me too. So I just kind of blended it on my arm there and it blends right in. That's a nice powder. I'm excited to try that on my face. We have the little sample, which I'll show you guys, but last but not least, I'm really excited for this blush shade. Oh, that's weird. They gave me a sample of the one that I ordered. That's really weird. Anyways, I'm gonna open the one that I ordered because it's less messy. Maybe that's like the only sample they had or something. So anyways, I ordered the shade Brave. And it's also in this cute packaging, but this swivels like that. So that's the shade there. And it's got a little mirror on the other side. So I'm gonna swatch this. That's really pretty. I have it over here. So nice. I just want to look at it in comparison to, so my PYT blush, you guys know, is my favorite. So that's the difference there. PYT is definitely a little bit lighter, a little bit more pinky. This is a little deeper, a bit more mauvey, but I'm really excited to have a shade like this in my collection because I don't have one currently. All right, so that's it for the unboxing. I'm super excited to try these on my face. I really hope that that foundation will like melt. I don't know if it's frozen right now, but it does feel kind of cold, so we'll see. It's, oh, you know what? It's got oils in it. I'm sure it's just like solidified because of the cold. So we'll play around with that, and I will see you guys soon because I'm gonna do a full face of what I bought. Okay, first we're gonna talk about the Fresh Tint Foundation. Now, Elate has 3 different complexion type products. There's this one, there's the Uplift Foundation, and there is a powder foundation. So I chose this one because it's a lighter tint. It is more hydrating. Even though I'm an oily skin type, I tend to prefer more hydrating products because I do get a lot of dehydration on the surface of my skin. And I have eczema here and a little rosacea, as you can see. The more I touch it, the more red it gets. So I'm gonna stop doing that. Anyways, so yeah, I chose this one. It is in the shade RN1, which is the lightest shade with a neutral undertone. I shouldn't have done that. Guys, this is way too light for me. So yeah, I've played around with it anyways, and I am gonna put it on for you guys today just so you can see how it sits on the skin, but keep in mind it is too light for me. I should have gone with the RN2. That would probably be a better shade match for me. Go ahead and start applying it. I find this goes on best with my fingertips, which I don't love. Like I don't really love having to put something on with my fingers. If I'm feeling in the mood to put it on with my fingers, that's fine, but it's not something I feel like I wanna do all the time. So I'm doing 2 pumps. So I figured I would go ahead here and do a voiceover for this part because it's really just me blending in this foundation, and I do find it quite thick, so it takes a while to get it blended in. That's why I felt like my fingertips are definitely the best application tool for this. I tried it with a sponge and it did not work out well at all. I had to go back in after with my fingers, and I think the heat just really helps to get it blended. Now, I thought I would tell you a little bit about the foundation. So the Refresh Foundation provides a soft sheer coverage with a boost of radiance as an all-day tint for your skin. And it has hyaluronic acid in it, which is plant-derived. And this is gonna help your skin in retaining water for extra hydration. And it is just also packed with antioxidants. So there are some really great ingredients in this foundation. When I applied it in this video, I didn't feel like it felt dry, but in the past when I've used it, I felt like it was sort of dry on my skin, and I'm not really sure why I was feeling that way. So I've zoomed you guys in here. I just wanted you to see it up close. Honestly, it doesn't look too bad on the skin. The formula is quite nice. I'm liking it more today than the last time that I tried it, so this is interesting. I think maybe it's because I let my skincare set on my skin before filming. Usually when I do my makeup, I do my skincare right away and then I go straight in with my foundation. So maybe this just needs my skincare to set a little bit more. It's a tad light for me, but honestly, I can make it work if I put bronzer on. Next, we're gonna go in with this product here. This is called the Unify powder, and I have it in the shade Light. It's got this cute little lid that like pops off. I don't know if this would be great for traveling. I just feel like this could potentially come off fairly easily, and it doesn't have a locking sifter. So I feel like that's definitely something they could improve in terms of the packaging. Maybe make it a screw top of sorts. But what's great about these powders is you can actually get refills for them. So that's really good in terms of being more sustainable and eco-friendly. I have been using this powder for a while now, well, I shouldn't say a while, like for about a week. And I've tried it over quite a few different foundations. And I have to say, I really like it. I think it works super well. I definitely find it adds a little bit of coverage. I'm a doofus. I should have done my under eye concealer before doing this, but I haven't really put powder in that area, so we're gonna do that now. Okay, so I went in with a little bit of concealer under my eyes, and then I did conceal a little bit on my face with my Fit Glow concealer just for any blemishes. And now I'm gonna go back over with one more layer of the Unify powder. Okay, I've zoomed you guys in again. I just wanted you to see the powder up close. It does sort of have like that powdery finish on the skin a little bit, not super bad, but I find that this makeup actually looks better as the day goes on. It's one of those kinds of products. So I actually have been really enjoying wearing it. And not that it looks bad when I first apply it, but it definitely like meshes with the skin and like your natural oils as the day goes on, and it looks more and more natural. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead quickly, put on some bronzer, and then I will be back to share the blush. Okay, so I went ahead and did bronzer, prepped my eyelids with my Beautycounter concealer, which has been working really well as a primer, and I put on my eyebrows. Okay, so for blush, I got the color Brave. This is like a beautiful kind of deep mauve-y color, and you open it like this. It just swivels around. There's a mirror on this side, and all of the blushes, powders, creams, honestly, most stuff from Elate is refillable, so super sustainable. I'm gonna take this on my angled blush brush. Now, these are pigmented. Oh my goodness. The first time I tried it, I was like, wow, I put way too much on. So you kind of need to like, boop, boop, boop. Like you can see, like I barely touched. Like that's a lot of color. So you gotta be careful with these, but they are pigmented and they look so good on. I have to say, their blush is probably, their blush and their shadows are definitely my favorite. Oh, but I do like the Unify powder too. Okay, those are my 3 favorite things. So like everything that I ordered, except for the foundation. Oh my gosh. Okay, every time that I smell this blush, I know exactly what it reminds me of, an expired walnut. Because I always buy those huge bags of walnuts from Costco because I hate paying so much money for like small bags of nuts, but then they expire, and the walnut, I never get through walnuts, and then they expire, and then they smell like this. Yeah, it's not off-putting. Like, I mean, it's just a bit funny smelling, but it's really not that bad. I've started kind of taking my blush up to meet with my bronzer, and I kind of am enjoying this look lately. All right, so blush is applied. We're gonna go in now with the eyeshadows. So I have been playing with their eyeshadows. I've been wearing them pretty much nonstop since I got them, and I really, really love them. So I guess you guys saw all the stuff in the unboxing that I did, but I got the little palette. So Elate's really big on these capsule, they call it capsule collections. So I'm obviously buying lots of makeup all the time because I'm trying things and I want to be able to review them for you guys. But I do try and keep my purchases really thought out, and I don't like to have too much makeup on hand anymore. Like if I don't like something, I really make an effort to like talk about it for you guys and then give it to somebody that might be able to enjoy it. So anywho, Elate's really big on these little palettes, so you can kind of add whatever you like in the collection of things that you use into one palette. So you could put your blush, you could put your foundation powder, and really build these cute little collections. So I bought these 4, and when I unboxed them, I was like, oh my gosh, these are so similar, and they really are. You don't need both of these, in my opinion, but they're both beautiful colors, and I will definitely use them up, that's for sure. I'm gonna start with this guy here. This one's called Lumen, and I'm actually gonna use it as a highlight today. I've been playing around with it as a highlight, and it's really beautiful, so. I'm just gonna take my Sephora highlighting brush here, dip in. You guys can see it it's so pretty. They're really pigmented, but they're also really finely milled. So I've been enjoying them. They don't show up a ton of texture on my skin. I actually find the formula on this shade specifically reminds me of the formula for Halo from BEAUTYCOUNTER. I just find that the texture is similar. So I'm glad I tried that because I didn't have to buy a highlighter, but I do kind of want to try their highlighter actually, so probably get that in the future anyways. For eyeshadow, I'm gonna use these two brushes from Sephora. They are the blending number 27 and the precision crease number 17. I believe this is discontinued though, so you can't buy it anymore, but I love it. It's such a good brush. They should not have discontinued it, is what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna go in first with Union, this shade here. This is a nice matte cream. I'm gonna apply that all over my lid from the base right till under my brow. So that just gives a really nice bright base to work off of. And then I am going to go in with Beloved, so this shade here, and I'm gonna take the same blending brush. And I'm just gonna lightly go back and forth just in the crease with this one. So when I do swatches of these shadows, I find they're kind of patchy, like where I swatch them on my hand or wherever, like on my arm. But when they go on with a brush, they're beautiful, like no patchiness at all. So I don't know what is causing that, but I mean, it matters what it looks like when it's on with a brush and not the swatches, so. But when I first swatched them, I was like, ooh, are these gonna be patchy? But they seriously are not. So I'm gonna take my crease brush now, and I'm gonna go into Tender. So it's a little bit deeper than Beloved. And I'm just going to put more of that color right into the crease. This crease brush is just definitely a lot more precise with its positioning. So the placement of color is more in the crease. These colors are so beautiful. This is really like my personal favorite everyday makeup look. I love these shades. They're kind of mauve-y, but still very neutral. And I find they look so put together, but like effortless. I'm gonna take my little Sephora brow brush and I'm gonna run Tender along my lower lash line. All right, guys, so I just kind of wanted to wrap up my final thoughts about Elate Cosmetics. I think they're a really beautiful brand. I think that like the everyday person would enjoy using their products. They are not going to be like amazing for like filmography, as they're not insanely pigmented other than the blush. The way that there are like artistry brands out there that are definitely going to be more pigmented. But I think that the average person would really love these products. They're super clean. They're a brand that's really trying to be sustainable, and they are always giving back to their community as well. If you go on their website, you can see all of the amazing things that they're doing. I think their little seed packages are one of the cutest things I've ever seen in the cosmetic industry. So they're kind of doing things to set themselves apart, which I really love. I will update you guys on my wildflowers when I grow them. I am gonna grow those, and I hope that they grow for me. But I will post a picture on my Instagram in the summer of what they look like if I can get them to grow. So if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give me a like, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.